Hello everyone and happy Nurses Week. I just wanted to start out by saying that I am so thankful and proud of each and every one of you and the hard work that you do as a nurse. Or if you are a nursing student, the hard work that you are putting into becoming a nurse. I hope that you are all having a fabulous Nurses Week and that you are feeling appreciated. So I'm going to start out by introducing myself. My name is Leah GNITKA and I've been a nurse for almost 2 years. I started out at a cardiac unit back home in Minnesota, and as soon as I hit my 1 year, I started to travel. I knew since going into nursing school that what I wanted to do was travel with my career. So once I hit that 1 year, I went out to Charleston, West Virginia, where I had my first assignment, and I am currently just finishing up my second assignment here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and we're going to switch it up for the summer, and I'm actually going to be a camp nurse in New York. Travel nursing is such a unique career, and many people have a lot of questions about it. Not only those who aren't in the medical profession, but also nurses have come up and asked me lots of questions about how this whole travel nurse thing works. So today I'm going to kind of go over the basics and some of the frequently asked questions of travel nursing, and then I am going to go into a little bit of my personal experience that I have had as a travel nurse. So the general concept of travel nursing is that you sign up with an agency, you get a recruiter, and then you go to hospitals that are in need for the set amount of time that is determined by your contract. There is also a thing called strike nursing that is definitely more spontaneous. As soon as the strike starts happening, you have like a week or two to get down there and then work as a nurse during that strike. And there are agencies that are specifically just for strike nursing. So in order to travel, you must be a registered nurse, and you also must have at least 1 year of hospital experience. Most agencies actually do require that you have 2 years of the hospital experience, but there are a select few that will take you after 1 year. Most assignments are 13 weeks, and then you will usually be given the option to extend your contract and maybe stay another full contract or just another couple weeks. There are also 8-week contracts, but those are definitely more rare, so you will be seeing more of the 13-week contracts available to you. Yes and no to that question. You definitely get a say in where you want to go, and you should let your recruiter know which states you are interested to go into. But sometimes there just aren't job opportunities available in that area, especially if it's super specific, like one city that you really want to go to. It might be hard to find a contract in that area, or if it's a place that is in high demand, like Colorado in the summertime or Hawaii in the winter. You will usually be submitted to 3 to 5 positions at a time, and it is very important that you are actually excited about each one and would enjoy the place that you are submitted to in case you did actually get that assignment. Then you wait for the phone call, and basically whichever place calls you back first, you go ahead and you take that position. Sometimes you get a say, and sometimes it's what's available, but you should definitely keep an open mind and just see what your recruiter has available, what opportunities he says. Also, I know for this winter my request was somewhere warm, and I never thought of being in New Orleans, Louisiana, but I ended up absolutely loving it. So you may end up being pleasantly surprised with where you end up. I always drive to my assignment. It is nice to have a car available to you to get to the hospital for work and to take road trips on the weekends if you like, and it's kind of fun to make a road trip on your way out to your assignment. But if I was to go to a big city like New York City or LA, I would probably fly out there and then just use the metro system because I feel like that would be difficult to have your car out there. I've also heard of people flying to their assignments and having their car shipped down there, or flying to their assignments and renting a car while they are out on their assignment. Your agency should give you the option of either setting you up with housing or giving you a housing stipend. They always say to take the stipend, as you will hopefully be making more money that way. Otherwise, you can have your agency find you a house. So if you take the stipend, then you are off to find your housing for yourself. I know some people have found places on Craigslist, VRBO, Airbnb, sometimes extended stays. Your housing will be different depending on your location, and it will probably be different each assignment that you are at. One other thing that you have to think about with housing is also if you travel with your pet. You definitely can travel with your pet, but you just have to think about housing with that pet, and usually it'll be more expensive and it might be a little harder to find. From my personal experience, I have stayed in an extended stay, a fully furnished apartment, and an Airbnb, and they have all been great experiences so far. So far for my orientations, it's been about 2 days on computer training, which is learning the charting system, and then 2 days following, shadowing, or working with a nurse on your unit. So it's not that much orientation, so definitely make sure to fully utilize your orientation days. If you have any questions on the charting, make sure you ask, and make sure that you get a tour of your unit and kind of learn the policies before you get sent off on your own. On days that I work, it is very similar to any other nurse's work day. I get up, do my morning routine, usually go to the gym, then shower, eat dinner, pack lunch, and head off to work. On my days off, I usually almost always have something planned. Before I even get to a location for an assignment, I always create a bucket list of things that I want to do or see or try while I'm on that assignment. So once I get my schedule for work, I usually fill in all my free days with things that I wanted to do in that assignment. It's really hard to pick just one thing that I love the most about travel nursing. I definitely love all the people that I have met. I've definitely made some very good friends. I love that it challenges me in my career. It always keeps me on my toes, learning new things in the hospital, having new experiences. And I just love the part that I get to travel and see different parts of the world that I probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. Saying goodbyes and leaving the assignment is definitely the hardest part about travel nursing. You just start getting comfortable, making friends, getting a routine down, and then it's time to pack up and leave again. But it is always exciting because you know that another good adventure is just right around the corner. So far, I love travel nursing so much, and there are still several places that I want to go to, so I'm pretty sure I'll be doing this for quite a while. Two other things I quick wanted to mention as I'm wrapping up here. The first thing is a company called Wanderly, and they're a pretty neat company for travelers. So they basically work as an in-between for you and an agency. They will keep track of all of your paperwork, which is like your resumes, certifications, licenses, all of that. They will keep it on file, and they will be the ones submitting it to the agencies. So that way, each time, if you're going with different agencies or submitting to new job positions, you don't have to collect all of that information again, all of that paperwork, and submit it because they already have it on file for you. And the second thing that I wanted to mention is that I do have a blog. It is called Scrubs in a Suitcase, so scrubsinasuitcase.com, and on there I write about different experiences as traveling, but one of the sections that I have is called Travel Nursing, and on there I have several blog posts about travel nursing and answering other questions, different aspects of travel nursing that I may not have covered in this video today. So if you have more questions or are interested, feel free to check that out, and happy Nurses Week, everyone!